If your skin is suddenly freaking out, it might be your barrier crying for help. Hey everyone, I'm Tegan Mack, skin therapist and co-host of Beauty IQ Expert. Skin barriers have been around since the dawn of time. We all have them, but all of a sudden people are very invested in making sure they've got a really strong skin barrier. And hey, I'm here for it because the healthier your skin barrier, the better your skin's gonna look. What is the skin barrier? So the skin barrier is this invisible layer that sits over our skin. When it's intact, we're hydrated, our skin looks healthy, and it feels calm. When the skin barrier is impaired, imagine there's all little cracks in it, bacteria is getting in, hydration is getting out, and your skin will feel dry, irritated, red, and it could feel itchy or burning. Other signs of a compromised barrier is random breakouts, skincare that normally doesn't sting is all of a sudden burning when you put it on, and you just can't seem to get smooth, hydrated skin texture. So let's talk about the kinds of things that can cause a compromised barrier. Things like overexfoliation, using a cleanser that's stripping your skin, sun exposure like sunburn, that's a perfect sign of an impaired barrier. The skin gets dry, it gets flaky, it's red, and it's hot. Even things like hot water, introducing your retinol too quickly, or sitting in the car with the heater or the aircon blasting, these things can really dehydrate the skin. And when that stuff repeats time and time again, it eventually wears down the barrier. Then all of a sudden, you're noticing redness, dryness, tingling, and these can sometimes even lead to skin conditions like perioral dermatitis and eczema. So if you found yourself with a impaired skin barrier, this is what you're gonna do. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop what you're using, drop down to really basic skincare, and roll into a clinic where if your skin is that irritated and inflamed and you need some extra advice, rather than trying to work it out yourself, get a professional to help you. You really wanna simplify your routine. A really gentle, benign cleanser, something with no acids, minimal actives, no fragrance, ideally a cream or a milk over a foam, something like the Avène Gentle Milk Cleanser. And then you want to have a really gentle barrier moisturizer or occlusive layer. If your skin is really dry, you might want something a bit thicker. Common products that people like to use, the Avène Skin Recovery Cream, and another one which is super popular that I'm sure you've heard of is the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast B5 Balm. And if you're looking for a more affordable option and maybe the skin isn't too inflamed, you might want to try something like a CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This one has an SPF in it. If you are going to be using an SPF, I would opt for a mineral/physical sunscreen because it tends to sit on the skin rather absorbing into the skin. And zinc also has anti-inflammatory properties as well, which is going to help calm your skin down. If your skin feels up to it, you could look at introducing some serums, things with ceramides, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, panthenol. These can help calm your skin down. But if it's the early stages of your barrier flare-up and you're still trying to work out where your skin's at, I would just keep it really simple with a gentle cleanser and a gentle moisturizer. Some other tips that can help get your skin back on track a little bit quicker. Be mindful how you remove your makeup. You don't want to be rubbing and scrubbing or drying your face with the towel. That can be abrasive on the skin and further inflame the skin. You also want to be careful with how often you're using your heating and cooling when it's directly on the face. And be very careful in the sun because prolonged sun exposure will slow down your skin's healing ability as well. If you're looking to get some skin treatments at a clinic, the two that I would highly recommend, LED therapy, hands down, is my absolute go-to for anyone with skin inflammation, especially an impaired barrier. We don't have to touch the skin. So if you're worried about using random cleansers or random products from the clinic, just come in cleansed, do your LED, leave. It takes about 15 minutes and it works so well. That's something you can do 2 or 3 times a week. And also sheet masks. This is something you can do at home. So if you want to look up some sheet masks, go for the really basic options, things with no fragrance, ideally more like a gel kind of formula that's just going to offer hydration and a bit of cooling. Hot tip, if you put them in the fridge as well before you apply, it can really help take the heat out of the skin and make your skin feel a lot more comfortable. My last tip for you is give your skin time to heal. So even if your skin looks like it's gone back to normal after maybe 2 or 3 weeks of using really simple skincare, give it another 2 to 4 weeks before you go back to your original routine where you might be using retinols or exfoliants, just because an impaired barrier can look like it's all better, but it just needs a little bit extra time, because if you jump back into those ingredients too soon, you might go backwards and find yourself irritated all over again. If you want to learn even more about your skin barrier, we've done a whole podcast episode on it, which we have linked in the notes, so check it out, and good luck getting your barrier back to normal. It sounds like a threat. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.